Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different.
Hey friend, so glad you're back. Today we are in my kitchen because I have some serious organizing to do. It looks pretty clean on the outside. I have some like clutter on my fridge and stuff. It looks pretty clean on the outside. Let me just show you the inside. Okay, as you guys can tell, it is pretty bad. To be honest, I have not touched this part of our home since we moved in about 6 months ago. But ever since moving in that day, I have been observing how we like to live in this space. I can kind of tell what kind of things build up in the kitchen the most. And so I want to make a home for those things in the kitchen because they're making clutter there anyways. For example, my kids always bring toys into the kitchen, so I like to have some different activities that they can do while I'm cooking dinner. I also do a lot of YouTube preparation, editing, things like that in the kitchen, so I want to have a spot where I can put all of my things for that as well. Yeah, so it's pretty bad. But if you're here for some motivation to clean your own kitchen, organize your own kitchen on a budget, super practical, then this video is for you. First thing I'm doing in my kitchen today is starting with a clean slate. So I'm finishing up breakfast dishes as well as just like wiping down all the counters, making it nice and fresh. I had some bananas going bad, so I'm also putting those in the freezer for smoothies and reloading my fruit jar or bowl. And then I also wanted to wipe down all of the cupboards because I'm sure if you guys have little kids, you know so many fingerprints gather on these cupboards. So wiping everything down, all the ketchup and applesauce smears and fingerprints.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep.
I also decided to wipe down all of my appliances as well, so everything is just sparkly clean.
I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs.
Okay, so I got all of this stuff, mostly from the dollar store, a couple things from TJ Maxx. I think I spent about $50 on all of this. These are from the dollar store, TJ Maxx, dollar store. I'm gonna show you guys a really cool hack with these. Dollar store, TJ Maxx. The first drawer that I'm starting on is the first one you find when you walk into the kitchen, and that is the silverware drawer. Our kids are really good at unloading the silverware, but this drawer gets really messy because they kind of just throw all of them in, which I'm fine with. If 3-year-olds are helping unload dishes, I'm totally fine with that. But for now, I'm just going to kind of organize it. I decided to get my vacuum out to get all of the crumbs out, and then I'm just wiping it down with my rag.
Falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say
Going through this drawer, I realized I had so much trash. Like half of these bags don't even have anything in them. It was taking up a whole drawer. So after I downsized them, I put them in the pantry, and it left me with a whole open drawer to use. I love the look of not having any appliances on the counters, so I decided to put my toaster and my blender in that empty drawer, but guess what? They are too big, so that's not going to work. I'm going to have to find somewhere else for those and figure out something else to do with this drawer, but I'm sure I will think of something to do with an empty drawer. Next is a kid's dishes drawer, and I am pretty lax on this drawer because the kids are always going through it. I don't expect it to be super organized, but I realized that I had all these bottles in here. None of my kids take bottles right now, so I decided to get all the bottles out and save them in a little container for baby girl, and we'll pull them out in a couple months. But a lot of them didn't even have lids, so I was so surprised at how nice this drawer looked after I got all of the extra things out. Okay, this cupboard was a disaster. The container that I had in here with all of our medicines in it did not even fit up there. So I made sure that my new containers fit up there, and luckily they did. Dollar store specialty. And I'm going to divide all of the home remedies in one basket, and then all the medical prescriptions and stuff like that are going to go in the other. I was so happy to find that this cute little container fit all my essential oils, and it's going to make it so nice for when I want to put some in the diffuser or pull them out, because before I had to reach all the way above the oven. So I'm going to find a nice little spot for these. Okay, this might seem like a really weird place for permanent markers, but if you have kids, you know you got to keep those things up high.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter.
Starting on the spice cabinet. So before I got started on anything, I got my baking powder out and my baking soda, and I put it in these cute little jars that I got from the dollar store. And now I'm going to show you guys how I am going to make this little lazy Susan. I saw someone else do this, so I can't claim it as my own idea, but in their video they used marbles, and I'm just using good old corn kernels, and it actually worked so well.
You're undenying, undying ego. Oh, look here he goes.
Side note, did you guys know you can make your own vanilla? This is just vodka and vanilla sticks. I had no idea. My friend made it for me. So this spice drawer. Okay, this drawer is really bad right now, but I love having my spices in a drawer. It makes it so easy to see everything I have. When I was doing the research on this video and things that I wanted to do, I saw a lot of people use clear containers for their spices, but that just didn't seem realistic to me. It just seems like it's so much work to refill them all the time, but I will admit they are beautiful. So not saying I'm not ever gonna do it, but right now I don't have time for that.
Going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking.
The amount of trash that I have under my sink right now is insane, you guys. So I went through, got all of the trash out, got all of the extra grocery sacks out. I like to have some for like stinky diapers to put in the dumpster outside, but other than that, I did not need all of the extra ones. So I got rid of those ones. We're going to recycle them, and then I went through and got rid of all my old candles that I kept under here and all the old bottles of cleaning supplies, and let me just say, it looks so much better.
Oh, here you go.
I actually like to keep most of my Tupperware lids and containers together. That way I'm not losing my lids all the time. Since I have the space for it, it just makes things really simple when I go to put something in a container, it already has the lid on it. I do like to keep some sour cream containers for like when I take dinner to a friend after they have their baby. So though it's not very pretty, I'm keeping some of those. I also found 2 glass lids. I have nothing that goes to them, so I'm definitely going to put those in the thrift store box. And as you can see, I found a spot for my blender and my toaster. I found that I'm more likely to put things away if I'm going to put them up in a cupboard rather than bend down and put them in a cupboard. So I'm putting the toaster and the blender up.
Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes.
Before you guys go and judge me on my junk drawer, I just want to say that I give myself permission to have a junk drawer. But this is extra, extra, extra chunky. I cannot even believe how bad this drawer has gotten.
That maybe you're not different.
As you can see, my supplements really needed some organization to them. So I actually grabbed this can organizer from my pantry that didn't have a lot of things on it. So I'm just going to buy another one to replace the one in the pantry. But for now, I'm going to use this one in here. And it will just make it so much easier to see what supplements I have. And that way, I'm more likely to take them if I can actually see what I have. I was also able to put my cutie little container of essential oils right by my supplements. So I love that they're all together. So this cupboard is kind of like the junk drawer, but in cupboard form. This is where I keep all the activities for my kids for when I'm like cooking and stuff. So I have some Play-Doh and then kinetic sand. You guys, if your kids don't have kinetic sand, you need to get them some. My kids play with it for hours every single day.
Sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes.
Okay guys, I'm so excited to show you how everything turned out. I love how this cupboard turned out. I love the cupboard organizer. It just made everything feel so much more simple. I had some Christmas plates down there below before, so I put them up higher for when Christmas comes along. Again, Sharpies in a weird spot, but if you're a mom, you know. The silverware drawer looks awesome. I have my waffle maker, George Foreman, and mixer that I use all the time, so it's going to be super nice to have those close. Above the microwave, I have the 2 bins for medical things and then home remedies. And then I also have a little bin for all of the little things that we use all the time, like the nose sucker, saline. Okay, I love how this little lazy Susan turned out. I also put some finishing salt in this cute little container that I've been saving forever. I'm so glad I finally found a use for it because it kind of makes me feel like a chef when I use it. My spice drawer, oh my goodness, I love how it turned out. Everything all of the containers have spices in them. It's so great. Under my sink. Guys, can you believe the transformation? I'm so excited about this. And here's how this little drawer turned out. It's not perfectly organized, but my kids throw stuff in here all the time. So I'm not going to organize it perfectly. This drawer is for all of my extra like big containers, and I have a few extra for my smaller in case I lose any lids. And then some chip clips and my cutting boards. Wow, my cutting board looks kind of gross. Whoops. And then you guys, this is a big deal. This is my YouTube drawer. The junk drawer. Are you kidding me? It looks so much better. Done is fun. It's not perfection, but so much better. hope you guys found some motivation in this video and some ideas for your own house. If you guys like this video, I think you're really gonna like my pantry organization video, and next up on my list to organize is my small laundry room. So be sure you're subscribed so you can watch that when it comes out, and we will see you in my next video. Bye!